Millions visit Yellowstone every year, never suspecting they're standing on a killer. In 1972, infrared imagery revealed what no one on the ground could see. Not a chain of separate vents, but one colossal supervolcano whose largest eruption released roughly 2,500 times the material of Mount St. Helens. The system beneath is still active, still shaking. And that is only number 13. From ancient shipwrecks and Cold War spy tunnels to Ice Age predators and a Roman curse that may have inspired Tolkien, 13 verified discoveries await, each one stranger than myth. It starts where the ground won't stop moving. In the 13th place, the Yellowstone caldera complex stands as a documented geological anomaly. In the late 1960s, geologist Robert Christensen began mapping the region. By 1972, thermal infrared imagery confirmed a startling truth. This was not a chain of separate volcanic vents, but one connected system. Its history is defined by 3 colossal eruptions at roughly 2.1 million, 1.3 million, and 640,000 years ago. The first of these, the Huckleberry Ridge event, expelled nearly 600 cubic miles of material, about 2,500 times the volume of the 1980 Mount St. Helens eruption. Today, the ground remains restless. Between 1,000 and 3,000 earthquakes shake the park every year. A 2022 study published in Science revealed that magma continues to accumulate deep beneath the caldera. While this active recharge shows the system is alive, scientists emphasize it is a steady-state anomaly, not an indicator of an imminent disaster. Number 12 takes us 55 miles off the coast of Israel, where a routine commercial sonar sweep by the energy firm Energean in 2023 exposed a massive anomaly. 1 mile beneath the Mediterranean surface in the pitch-black Abyssal zone, robotic cameras illuminated a dense mound of ancient clay jars resting on the muddy seabed. The Israeli Antiquities Authority retrieved 2 intact amphorae containing ancient organic residues. Testing dated these vessels to 3,300 years ago, placing this lost cargo in the late Bronze Age between 1400 and 1300 BCE. While the 40-foot merchant hull remains largely unrecovered, the preserved cargo confirms this is the oldest deep-water cargo shipwreck ever recorded, distinct from older shallow-water wrecks. For decades, historians believed Bronze Age mariners only sailed within sight of the coastline, hugging the shore to avoid disaster. This open-water discovery shatters that consensus, forcing a profound question. How did a crew navigate open sea without land in sight? While the ship's physical timbers are only partially verified, the documented cargo proves that ancient navigators braved the open ocean thousands of years earlier than anyone believed possible. In the 11th place, we go underground to Cold War Berlin in April 1956. Following days of heavy rain, East German workers repairing a faulty communication cable broke through thick concrete, discovering a hidden subterranean chamber packed with state-of-the-art electronics. They had stumbled upon Operation Gold, a highly classified 400-meter tunnel constructed by the CIA and British MI6 to tap Soviet military telephone lines. Over 11 months, the secret wiretap intercepted approximately 40,000 hours of telephone conversations and generated over 1,700 highly detailed intelligence reports. Yet, this dramatic discovery concealed a deeper secret. In 1961, the arrest of British MI6 officer George Blake revealed he was a Soviet double agent who had betrayed the tunnel's plans before construction even began. This exposure sparked an enduring historical debate. Did Soviet authorities accidentally find the tap during routine cable maintenance? Or did Moscow orchestrate the entire discovery to protect Blake and secure a massive propaganda victory? While the physical tunnel is a fully documented reality of Cold War espionage, the theatrical nature of its public exposure remains an interpretation. Number 10 lies on the ICI Baltic seabed of Gelting Bay. In December 2020, divers clearing discarded fishing nets for the World Wildlife Fund pulled up an object heavily encrusted with silt and barnacles. While it initially resembled an ordinary typewriter, historians quickly identified it as a rare 3-rotor M3 Enigma cipher machine. This military technology was discarded during the final days of World War II under Operation Regenbogen, a last-gasp German command to scuttle their own fleet. In May 1945, crews sank approximately 41 U-boats in these local waters to prevent Allied capture. Historians estimate that out of more than 40,000 manufactured, fewer than 300 Enigmas survive today. Now undergoing painstaking desalination and conservation at the Schleswig Museum, this recovered relic stands as a physical echo of the naval war's dying breaths, proving that some of the conflict's darkest secrets still cling to the ocean floor. Number 9. In the dry spring of 1974, near Lintong in the Xi'an region, a farmer named Yang Jifa was digging a water well when his shovel struck a sculpted clay head. This accidental find uncovered a vast underground network containing more than 8,000 life-size soldiers, along with bronze weapons, horses, and chariots. This silent force was created to guard Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor, in death. While the scale of this imperial funerary complex is a documented historical reality, rumors of a supernatural curse plaguing the site are simply folklore. Yet, the real-world consequences for the local residents are well documented. To clear land for the massive state museum, the government evicted entire families from their land, leaving several of the original discoverers in poverty. Reports of subsequent tragedies, including a reported 1997 suicide, require careful social history verification rather than paranormal speculation. The Terracotta Army is a verified physical wonder, but the curse that supposedly followed its discoverers remains a mix of documented human hardship and unproven myth. 8th place takes us into the stormy waters of the North Atlantic, where the line between mythic ocean terrors and zoological reality dissolved. For centuries, mariners feared the Kraken. In the 1850s, physical evidence shattered the folklore. A mystery beak from a carcass washed up on a Danish beach reached Danish naturalist Japetus Steenstrup. Recognizing this hard chitinous structure as a biological clue, Steenstrup proposed the genus Architeuthis, creating a formal scientific framework for maritime reports. The breakthrough came in October 1873 off the coast of Newfoundland, when fishermen clashed with a beast and severed a 19-foot tentacle, delivering it to local naturalist Moses Harvey. A fuller specimen was later recovered in regional fishing nets, though these specific historical episodes require primary source confirmation. While physical evidence confirms a real, massive deep ocean inhabitant, the mythical Kraken remains an enduring cultural interpretation of the deep. Number 7. In 1938, a major biological reversal occurred off the coast of South Africa. Museum curator Marjorie Courtney Latimer noticed a bizarre, 5-foot blue fish among a local fisherman's catch. Recognizing its anomaly, she had a taxidermist preserve the specimen before ichthyologist J.L.B. Smith identified it weeks later as a living coelacanth, a group thought to have vanished from the fossil record at the end of the Cretaceous period. Rather than a precise dinosaur-era extinction claim, this was a documented case of survival beyond what fossils recorded. Since that first find, researchers have reported more than 300 specimens, though some of these counts await current scientific verification. The coelacanth features paired, lobed fins that move like limbs, and a highly distinctive swimming style. Genetic analysis of its DNA confirms a close relationship to the ancient tetrapod lineage, though it is not a direct human ancestor. This extraordinary biological discovery proved that species can persist long after their fossil footprints disappear, showing how the vast, unexplored ocean conceals prehistoric secrets. Number 6 takes us into the chilly depths of Lake Michigan. In 2007, underwater archaeologist Mark Hawley scanned the floor of Grand Traverse Bay, searching for a lost shipwreck. Instead of wood and iron, his sonar revealed a long line of massive boulders stretching for nearly a mile. Divers followed the stones to a circular arrangement positioned above a steep drop-off. While eager media quickly labeled the formation a mini Stonehenge, Hawley urged caution, pointing instead to the linear feature. A similar discovery came in 2009 when researcher John O'Shea reported anomalous stone lines on the floor of Lake Huron, proposing they served as prehistoric drive lines for caribou hunting. But because sonar only records sound reflections rather than cultural intent, the true origin of these Great Lakes formations remains highly contested. Are they ancient, human-arranged hunting structures, or simply natural glacial deposits left behind thousands of years ago? Without physical excavation, the line between human construction and natural geology remains entirely unproven. Number 5. In 1986, diver Kihachiro Aratake explored the waters off Yonaguni Island and reported a colossal stone formation resting just below the surface. The site features dramatic stone terraces, flat faces, and sharp angles that bear a striking resemblance to a grand stepped pyramid. Popularly known as the Yonaguni Monument, this structure attracted marine geologist Masahiko Kimura, who spent decades studying the site. Kimura observed geometric planes and apparent right angles that led him to suggest it could be a human-carved monument. Yet, geologists offer a natural explanation. Sandstone fracturing and jointing often create perfectly straight lines and flat surfaces. Over millennia, tectonic uplift, intense wave erosion, and later submergence can carve bedrock into stepped platforms without any human intervention. The site's origin remains highly contested, and it continues to inspire extreme theories. In 2024, a controversial online claim suggested that non-human crypto-terrestrial builders were responsible. Kimura himself rejected this speculation, keeping his focus on geological processes and potential ancient human modification. While these dramatic formations are fully documented, the question of ancient construction remains unresolved. In the fourth place, a cliffside entrance hidden 30 meters or 100 feet below the Mediterranean surface leads to an ancient, submerged sanctuary. In 1985, French diver Henri Cosquer swam through this deep opening, passing through a pitch-black underwater tunnel reported to stretch over 200 feet before emerging into a dry, air-filled chamber. Inside, he found a prehistoric art gallery containing more than 500 engravings of animals and abstract symbols. Among these designs are repeated hand stencils, including a distinctive form with a missing finger. Carbon dating of charcoal deposits places the oldest of this art near 27,000 years, proving humans occupied the cave during the last ice age when sea levels were far lower. Some researchers interpret the geometric marks as an early visual code, though this remains a matter of interpretation rather than translation. As the ice age ended, rising oceans flooded the entrance, sealing the cave from the outside world. This rising water destroyed or obscured portions of the prehistoric record, and the invading sea continues to threaten the remaining art today. While the paintings and their ancient dates are fully documented, the exact length of the submerged passage and the meaning of its symbols are only partially verified, leaving this drowned gallery an unresolved historical mystery. Third on our list lies hidden beneath the forest floor of a British woodland. During logging site preparations, a heritage technician named Kit Roger uncovered a rusted iron plate. Beneath it lay a narrow vertical shaft leading down to an underground chamber measuring roughly 23 by 10 feet. Inside, investigators found wooden bed frames, ventilation features, and a secret escape hatch. This was a highly classified stay-behind facility. This bunker belonged to Churchill's auxiliary units, a secret, civilian-led resistance network trained to wage guerrilla warfare if Nazi Germany invaded the British mainland. Roughly 500 of these clandestine bases were planned or built during the war, but only about 200 locations have been officially confirmed. While conflicting discovery records from 2010 and 2019 require archive resolution, the physical structure itself is a fully documented reality of wartime defense. To protect its historical integrity, the exact location of this silent stronghold remains strictly confidential. In second place, a prehistoric predator emerges from the frozen permafrost of Yakutia, Siberia. While searching for mammoth ivory, explorer Pavel Efimov uncovered the severed head of an ancient beast. Its thick, shaggy fur, intact fangs, and internal brain tissue perfectly preserved in the ice. Measuring approximately 16 inches long, this colossal skull is nearly 25% larger than those of modern Arctic wolves. Carbon dating placed the specimen at nearly 40,000 years old, a relic from the peak of the last ice age. While sensational headlines quickly claimed the find was an extinct direwolf, scientific testing rejected this label. Instead, anatomical and genetic analyses identified a giant, extinct Pleistocene wolf adapted to hunt massive megafauna. Because soft tissue is rarely preserved from this epoch, the head offers scientists an unprecedented opportunity to extract high-quality ancient DNA. Rather than a mythical creature, the specimen represents a concrete paleozoological discovery, showing how the Siberian ice preserves real-world giants that rival any legend. And finally, in first place, a gold ring and a curse tablet made of lead-link Roman Britain to one of the world's greatest modern fantasy legends. In 1785, a farmer plowing a field near the ancient town of Silchester uncovered an oversized Roman gold ring. The heavy band bore a cramped Latin inscription, Senesciane vivas in Deo, meaning Senescianus, may you live in God. 2 decades later, an 1805 excavation at Lydney Park in Gloucestershire exposed a temple dedicated to the god Nodens. Among the ruins lay a curse tablet made of lead, written by a Roman named Silvianus. He declared his ring stolen, calling upon the god to deny health to the thief, whom he named as Senescianus, until the object was returned. In 1928, archaeologist Sir Mortimer Wheeler connected the two finds along the ancient Roman road known as the Devil's Highway. To understand the obscure Celtic deity Nodens, Wheeler recruited an Oxford professor of Anglo-Saxon, J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien spent months translating the inscriptions, directly examining the curse of the stolen ring before beginning his work on The Hobbit. These genuine archaeological objects are fully documented, yet their literary connection remains circumstantial. No diary entry or letter proves this specific Roman thief inspired the master of Middle-earth. The evidence supports a highly plausible association rather than a proven causal chain, leaving a captivating question. Coincidence, or the spark of a legend? Across these 13 discoveries, one truth emerges. Our Earth hides a far more complex history than we assume. Whether preserved in deep trenches or frozen in permafrost, these finds aren't just relics, they are active puzzles constantly rewriting the boundary between myth and science. They prove our map of the past is never truly complete. Which of these mysteries surprised you most? Let us know below.